Hello Taurus, welcome to your mid-month. This is for your sun, moon, or rising sign, your Venus or your midheaven as well. If it is in the sign of Taurus, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching, hello. I hope you find all that you are looking for. But, tell me how your month's been going. The Seven of Wands keeps popping out. Are you guys dealing with an Aries? Is it popped out in the exact same position except it is upright for you guys? So if you are, I advise that you check out that reading. There are some messages there for you. I'm sure that can resonate and help you get through these energies. But remind me of what I was talking about for your overly thematic reading. I don't really remember. I was trying to do like recaps for all the signs, but I honestly do not remember for the sign of Taurus what you guys were going through. Y'all definitely might be dealing with a fire sign, and what is going on with that? If it's not your own propensity and you don't have like fire in your chart, you're definitely dealing with somebody that has fire in their chart. Sun, moon, or rising, Venus, or midheaven. I mean, sure, if it's a business partner you're having issues with, I don't know, but check that reading out. Nonetheless, this is what came out for your mid-month. We have the Seven of Swords upright, followed by the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Second row, we have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Two of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Sorry, Three of Wands. Okay. Last row, we have the World card. I hope that's focused. Followed by the King of Cups, and then the Three of Swords with the Queen of Wands that came out atop that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit card with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords with the Two of Wands. I feel like there's an argument, there's some type of fight, whether it be petty or whether it be something that you are taking a little bit more seriously or this other person is taking a little bit more seriously, but something's going on and it's caused you to have some sleepless nights. It's caused you to get into your head and overthink the situation. This could also be the other person, you know, vice versa. Just put it where it applies. But it's very clear that there is an imbalance. It's very clear that somebody, if you really want to work on this relationship, if it's a romantic relationship, somebody needs to figure out a way to fix the situation. Or that's what you're thinking about. You're in your head about it. Because it's causing you great stress. With your obstacles for the mid-month, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and this Three of Wands, if you are a shy person, you need to get out of your shyness. You need to put forth some effort. You need to show that you care, especially if it's in relation to someone that you want to be romantically involved with or that you have been and there's been like some distance or some separation between you guys. Because in not doing that, you and this person are like stuck. It's like you're stuck. There's a period of indecision where it's like, okay, well, are we moving somewhere? Are we not? Is she feeling me? Is she not? You personally may not be doing enough to show that you care. Somebody's trying to voice their opinion as well. They're trying to speak to you because Tauruses can be stubborn. It's like you're not trying to hear what they have to say. You're ignoring what they have to say. Don't do that, because what's going to happen with these obstacles is the relationship's going to continue to be imbalanced. It's kind of like you don't appreciate them. You're treating them as if they are beneath you, or that's how they will feel. That may be how you feel because that's how they're treating you. Yeah, you need to get out of that energy. If you have been wrong, apologize. Be the bigger person even if you haven't, and apologize so something can be moved forward, right? If you reach out and you apologize and they don't hit you back, like there's still no contact made, maybe they really just aren't interested, and then you know that you can just turn your effort and your time and your attention elsewhere, to somebody else that is more deserving, to somebody else that can treat you as an equal, to treat you as you deserve. They may need to do this to you. Just whoever is reading this, especially if you're cross-watching because you're dealing with a Taurus, you be the bigger person and you apologize and you reach out. Stop being shy. Stop trying to wait for the perfect time and opportunity. Stop trying to wait for somebody else to take the first step, because nobody's moving. There's an impasse for a reason, right? So you just reach out and get whatever it is that you need to say off of your chest so that there can be movement forward. If not, you can at least come to a point where you have closure. Sometimes when people wrong us, though, they do not reach out because they have that guilt, right? They may be feeling guilty because they know that they wronged you. They know that they have taken something from you. They know that they just did not treat you as you were supposed to be treated as a human being, just on a basic level. You know what I'm saying? There was that lack of respect for you. A lot of times those types of people will never come back around and apologize for their wrongdoing, and so you have to find that closure within yourself. But as long as you write a letter, as long as you are able to express your emotions and get that off your chest, so you're not carrying those burdens, so those 7 of Wands don't turn into a 10 of Wands type of energy, as long as you do that for yourself, even if you send them a text message if you can't get a hold of them, or leave a voicemail if they won't pick up the phone and hear you out, at least you can still say what you have to say, and you can put an end to that situation and close that chapter and end that cycle and move forward, and you will manifest something better, right, in doing so. So that's what I'm getting for whoever that is supposed to go to. But yeah, just relieve that pressure off of yourself. That's what I'm getting with this World card, the King of Cups, with this 3 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Remain compassionate despite any pain that you may find yourself going into, or moving into the end of the month, going into June with this 3 of Swords and this Queen of Wands. It's like there's more bravery involved. You have more confidence. You're not afraid of putting yourself out there and being rejected. It doesn't hurt you. It's not going to hurt your ego, maybe as it has done in the past. If this is not your energy, or you're still trying to resolve a situation with somebody in a relationship, you may be letting them know that they hurt your ego. A fire sign may have been the one to hurt your ego. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody that you're dealing with. And you're going to be more emotionally open about that. You're going to open yourself up with this World and King of Cups card. Oh, okay. Well, so let's back up just a little bit though too. So in closing this chapter, if this is you who would not open themselves up, who was a little bit more shy, who kind of held on to how they felt, about people, right? Who didn't really show that you cared about people, who was kind of very ignorant and stuck in one's ways. With this King of Cups energy, after this World card, with this closure, there's going to be a new cycle, and that is what you will be learning next, right? If you haven't already started to personally develop these attributes to come into like full integration and develop as, what do they call that? A self-actualized individual in psychology. That's what they call it, self-actualization. Then you will be meeting somebody that will help you develop that aspect of yourself that needs to be more emotionally available to other people as well as yourself, to understand one's own emotions, to be able to be psychically attuned to others' desires and needs as well. You can be meeting somebody with this Queen of Wands who teaches you how to be more confident in yourself, who teaches you how to look at heartbreak or things that just pain you to some degree in a different way, things that hurt your ego, having you take a closer look at that and figuring out how to turn that into something that is a little bit more creative, more productive with this Queen of Wands energy, right? Transmuting the negative into something that is more positive. That might be the cycle that you find yourself going into come the end of May and going into June. But with this bottom of the deck, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, there are some counterparts here. You may be dealing with a soulmate or further development. You may be looking at ways in which you were emotionally repressive in the past and how that's affected your ability to speak up and to speak your truth, or just to be able to communicate effectively with other people. With this Queen of Cups and this Ace of Swords, it may have stemmed from your mother or a maternal figure in your life. So you may have to look into your childhood or just the role that females have played in your life, if this is not your own propensity, and heal that aspect of yourself so that you can take the next step forward, and you can go forth with that newfound knowledge and do better in the next chapter of your life with the Two of Wands that comes after the Ace of Swords. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys in that context. Now, if it's in relation to like a business partnership or your work and your finances, it's like you guys, especially if you've started a business, you are having arguments about the roles that people are to play, and you guys can't seem to agree to disagree, and you're kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Then you're going to find yourself in the mid-month having to restructure the business potentially so that you can find a way to make everybody happy, or that's what you guys need to do. You guys need to regroup and come back together and figure out a way to work it out. With this Two of Pentacles, everybody can't be the CEO, right? Somebody has to be the financial advisor. Somebody needs to be the accountant. Somebody needs to be the marketing manager. Somebody needs to be an advertisement, or whatever the business is. Like, everybody has a respective role to play. No one role is better than the other, but there are some people who, depending on the work that they've been doing internally on themselves, right, they are better suited for different positions. It's just not yet your time or your turn. So understand that, and other people need to come to understand that you're trying to do what's best for the group. So there's no need to be competitive. There's no need to be fighting with each other. There's no need to fight yourself and overthink your role, yourself, or to think that you're not doing enough, or to think that they delegated a task to you because that you feel is below you, or when you feel like you can handle more responsibilities. Like, it's okay, that can come, but make sure that you are expressing that. Make sure that you're actually showing that you're capable. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to prove it. So do a little less talking and a little bit more showing, so that people can understand that you are very capable of the position that you're applying for, or of this business that you're trying to get off the ground. Yeah, you need to put a little bit more emphasis behind these words. If you've been in a job that you're not really the happiest with, but you haven't been looking necessarily, stop being indecisive. Are you going to stay in this position, or are you going to look for something else that could be more fulfilling? Are you going to take that risk in business, or are you just going to stay where you are? But like, stop complaining. That's what I'm getting. If you're not going to do what you need to do to put yourself in a better position, don't complain about where you are at. It does you no good. It doesn't hurt either to look with this Two of Swords energy. So, look elsewhere. See what other people can offer you with this Three of Wands. And that will open the door for more possibilities. Very well could be in a different field altogether. If you've been working with finance and accounting, or if you've been doing something that requires writing, or just really good verbal skills or organizational skills, you might find a job that is in the speaking profession in media, right? Or you might be working for a music company, something like that. but you are able to take those skills elsewhere. But yes, that's what I have for you guys. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will see you guys in June.